We make the strings
louder.
Yo, what's up guys? Ice Cream here. In this video, I am going to be going over daily sell limit information again because there was one or two new things added here recently. And I am also, toward the end of the video, going to be showing you guys a way you can clean your dirty dupes and get a new license plate on them. So, to start off, we're going to start with the daily sell limit information. The daily limit on personal vehicles is a tiered system of levels players can be put into. Players are put into these tiers based on an algorithm that has been written by Rockstar to deter glitchers and exploiters from continuously selling vehicles back to back. The tiers can also be referred to as limits, levels, or caps. The number of allowable personal vehicle sales per 30-hour period is determined by Rockstar, and this value can be adjusted if needed via the tunable file. The current daily max is 40 personal vehicles every 30 hours, but you do not want to sell more than 8. Types of vehicles. There are really 3 different types of vehicles. Only 2 are going to affect your daily sell limit. And the 2 are a purchase vehicle from the internet, obviously will affect your daily sell limit, and a street car that you have stolen and then put into your garage will affect your daily sell limit if you go to sell that car. The only one that will not affect your daily sell limit is a street car. So if you happen to find a upgraded Sentinel and you went to LSC and sold it without putting it in your garage or anything, that will not affect your daily limit, but there is a 48-minute cooldown in between sales of those cars too. So exploit levels and repeat cap offender levels. If you have no level, your daily max is 40. Do not sell more than 8. The game will allow you to sell up to 40, but you will be marked as an exploit and your level will be reduced. Level 1 is 10 cars every 30 hours is your limit. Level 2 is 8 vehicles every 30 hours. Level 3 is 6 vehicles every 30 hours. Level 4 is 5 vehicles every 30 hours. Level 5 is 4 vehicles every 30 hours. Level 6 is 3 vehicles every 30 hours. And level 7 is 3 vehicles every 30 hours. Note that levels 4, 5, and 6, which would be 5 vehicles every 30 hours, 4 vehicles every 30 hours, and 3 vehicles every 30 hours, they will allow you to oversell. You will not hit a limit until you've sold 9 cars. That's not like a little free pass or Rockstar fucked up. That's them intentionally letting you hit your limit so you will be reduced. So you'll end up in the repeat cap offenders, basically, is where they want you put. Repeat cap offender level 1 is 2 vehicles every 30 hours for 9 months. No cap recovery. Repeat cap offender level 2 is 1 vehicle every 30 hours for 9 months. There is no cap recovery. Implemented on April 12th. Dupe Detect is now lowering the prices of each subsequent dirty dupe. A new background script decreases the sell value of any vehicle if your peak exploit level increased more than 3 up to 7. It's decreased by the amount of dirty dupes that you have. If you only have 1 dirty dupe, the sell value of that car is half of what it would usually be worth. If you have 2 dirty dupes, your sell value for those 2 cars is a quarter of the price that they would usually sell for. If you have 3 dirty dupes, the sale value of those 3 cars is about 12% of what the car would usually be worth. If you have 4 dirty dupes, the sale value of those 4 cars is 6% of what the car would usually be worth. And if you have 5 or more dirty dupes, each one of those cars will be worth about 2% of what that car is usually worth. So if you guys are selling retros that are only worth anywhere from 19 to 400,000 or 500,000, they should be worth 900. That means they are dirty dupes, and you need to stop selling those cars. Implemented on March 22nd, Dupe Detect searches for exact generic non-iFruit license plates. When these plates were found, they were blacklisted only to the player the duplicates were found with. To make matters worse, players who sold these vehicles hit their daily limit attempting the second sale and were also on a fast track to the repeat cap offenders. How to avoid a daily limit. Do not sell 3 or more cars in any 60-minute time period. You can sell 2, then wait 60 minutes, or you can sell 1 car every 31 minutes. Do not sell over 8 cars per 30 hours. It is highly recommended that you taper your daily sales down over 3 30-hour periods. Example, first 30 hours, go ahead and sell 8 cars. Your next 30 hours, go ahead and sell 7 cars. Then the next 30 hours, go ahead and sell 6 cars. And then you would repeat. You'd go back up to 8 for the next 30 hours, then back down to 7, and so on and so forth. Steps to raise your daily limit. Obviously, avoid hitting your daily limit. Never sell 3 or more cars in any 60-minute time frame. Don't sell dirty dupes. If you have no current limit, selling 9 cars in 3 back-to-back 30-hour periods will reduce your limit. That's why they tell you not to sell more than 8 per 30 hours. A way to tell what your exploit level would be and how many cars you can sell is when you hit a daily sell limit message, you're going to assume you've went down a limit. So example, if you sold 8 cars and hit a limit, your limit is now 6 cars. So from there, what you would want to do is stop selling cars for 30 hours at least, and then you're going to start a new 30-hour period. So within that, you're going to start selling your cars, making sure not to sell more than 2 cars every hour until you think you've reached 1 less than 6. So you'd sell 5. And then you would take 1 extra car down there, you'd click the sell button just to make sure it doesn't give you the message. If it don't, you're good. Stop selling cars for that 30 hours, and then you know what your limit is. So basically the only really new thing I would say about Dupe Detect and your daily selling limits is not only do we have a 30-hour limit for cars, like we have that's our daily sell limit. So you have your daily sell limit. So if it's 8, you can sell 8 cars in a day. But now they have implemented another system to where we can't sell more than 2 cars every hour, or we will start hitting a limit. So that's the only really new thing about it, is an hourly limit. We not only have a daily limit, we have an hourly limit. So make sure you guys are not selling like 5 cars in an hour. The 7-minute thing, you remember it was recommended to wait 7 minutes in between sales. That's gone. You are no longer going by that rule. You are going by no more than 2 cars every hour. Otherwise, you will start hitting your limits regardless of whether you didn't hit your daily sell limit, if you guys understand. Now, I am going to show you how to clean dirty dupes. You are going to need an MOC with personal storage and the car you want to clean. And you're going to pull said car into the vehicle storage into the MOC. So that's where I'm at right now. I pulled this retro in here. It is now in the MOC, and this is not dirty. It does have my own custom plate. I'm just using this as an example because you'll see what happens. From there, once you have the car in there, you are going to go ahead and pull up your phone. You are going to go to Super Southern San Andreas, and you are going to order a Rusty Rebel. Do not use a free Elegy because that will reduce the sell price of your retro. So make sure you just spend the $3,000 on a Rusty Rebel. So we're going to go ahead, pick it, and we are going to replace this retro that we have in the MOC. So we're going to go ahead and click X on that. And then we're going to go ahead and click X on the replace, and when it gives us the alert, you're going to start hitting your gas on the car. Just hit your toggle, and then you're going to click replace. From there, after you've replaced it, click triangle to exit your internet browser, and what should happen is you should be outside, and you see the plate changed. It did say 420. Now it has that Rusty Rebels plate on this car. This is not a bricked car. You can still pull it back into the MOC, but first you are going to wait for that Rusty Rebel to get delivered. Otherwise, you will be put on an infinite black loading screen. So like I said, one of the more important steps of that is making sure you're hitting your gas right as you get the alert to replace the vehicle, and then go ahead and replace it. And then to exit your internet browser, do not hit circle. You're just going to hit triangle. It will take you right out of the internet browser, and then you should be outside in the retro. I'm assuming you guys have retros. That's what I'm using it on anyway. And yeah, like I said, from there it puts the plate off of the Rebel onto the retro. So if that was a dirty car, it no longer is dirty anymore. So from that point, we're just going to sit here, wait for that Rebel to get delivered, and then we're going to pull the retro back into the MOC just to save it again. So you get the little loading circle. It saves that that vehicle is in there. I highly recommend everybody that has dirty dupes to take advantage of this while it's working, because if Rockstar ends up finding out about this, they will patch it. And the last time something like this was out, like, I had 80 dupes that I didn't get done. I had to replace. That's $80 million I had to get rid of because I couldn't change the plate on them at all. So if you guys have dirty cars, use this to clean them. That way, you don't have to worry about selling them except for your daily limits and your hourly limits, I guess, but you won't be automatically hitting a limit when you sell. So there, the Rebel was delivered. I went ahead and pulled this back in here. And from that point, I recommend you guys go ahead and take it on down to LSC and put a personal plate on it. That way it's done. That car is no longer dirty for sure. And I would keep going with the rest of your cars until they are all eventually cleaned. That is it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful and informative. Don't forget your daily sell limits and your hourly sell limits now. Drop a like. Subscribe if you are new. And I hope you guys all have a good day, man. Peace!